Warsaw summons Russian ambassador after Putin threatens Poland.
Here's a summary of the article.
Warsaw has summoned the Russian ambassador to Poland after President Vladimir Putin threatened Poland and claimed it was eyeing territory in Ukraine and Belarus. After the arrival of 5,000 Wagner fighters into Belarus following their short-lived mutiny, Poland said it would move troops to the border. Putin reacted aggressively, saying Poland was about to occupy western parts of Ukraine and was dreaming of Belarusian lands, threatening to respond with force. The western territories of present-day Poland are a gift from Stalin to the Poles. Have our friends in Warsaw forgotten about this? He added. Russia has regularly threatened Poland and the Baltic states with military force. Poland has been one of the key backers of Ukraine in its defensive war against Russia. According to Morawiecki, Ukraine fights on behalf of the military alliance in the sense that they are defending against this brutal Russian force which would jeopardize many other NATO countries, even though it is not yet a NATO member.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than, the western territories of present-day Poland are a gift from Soviet tyrant Joseph Stalin to the Poles. Have our friends in Warsaw forgotten about this? He added. We will remind you. Imagine having to be a diplomat for this guy. How would you even begin to dress that nicely? Likewise, Putin likely intends this for domestic consumption, but does he have any idea how that is viewed abroad? Dude seems to think himself scary, whereas Ukraine has embarrassed him to the bone. Now he just seems like a chihuahua with nukes.
And Poland only had to have a Soviet-installed puppet government ruling their country for nearly 50 years in this heartfelt exchange. How generous!
Not only this, but the Soviets ethnically cleansed over 100,000 ethnic Poles living in the Soviet Union, just a few short years before, allying with the Nazis to invade Poland, and gleefully participated in more ethnic cleansing of Poles, prior to occupation and forceful subjugation to the Soviet system. Any Russian who actually believes this propaganda is beyond hope.
This has an even longer history. The USSR asked the Weimar Republic if they would split Poland with them. You can guess what the still sane if incredibly dumb German government responded with, considering they never went through it. Though we should not forget that the USSR was rearming and retraining the Weimar Republic illegally. Junkers was literally building planes next to Moscow.
Greater than this has an even longer history. The USSR asked the Weimar Republic if they would split Poland with them. Do you have a source for this? Can't seem to find it.
John Ericsson, ed. The Soviet High Command, A Military Political History, 1918, 1941, 3rd ed. London, England, Frank Cass Publishers, 2001, page 148 .
Get that properly cited source out of here.
I support Poland's deployment of armored and mechanized forces close to the border, along with the construction of numerous logistics hubs and an overlapping air defense system. I dare Russia to even consider trying to dent any of it.
Daring people to invade Poland is a movie we've seen before.
Poland was a serious military power for much of its history, including a couple of successful invasions of Russia and the occupation of Moscow in the early 1600s. The 20th century was rough for Poland, but it's a very different story now. Poland is a serious military power now, and ask Americans that have deployed or trained with Polish troops about the quality of the Polish soldiers. This would go very poorly for Russia.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.